Okay, so good morning friends. In the last lecture, we discussed about formation of embryo, endosperm, etc. We are discussing about sexual reproduction in angiosperm. Sexual reproduction in angiosperm is important chapter as far as NEET exam is considered. What we studied? Different structures, that is the structure of anther, structure of male gametophyte, female gametophyte, development of male gametophyte, development of female gametophyte, and some problems associated with the same angiospermic development or the meiosis and mitosis required for the formation of seeds, male gametes, female gamete, embryo sac, etc. One important feature of angiosperm, that is a double fertilization, pollination, etc. we already discussed. So this chapter is important. Read line to line NCERT textbook, solve some questions from different kinds of references. This will help to boost your confidence in the same chapter, and it will help to score maximum marks in the different kinds of competitive exam. Okay. Now next, seed, structure of seed. Seed is the post fertilization product. Seed is the post fertilization product. In the previous lecture, we discussed about types of seeds. Seed is post fertilization product because is formed by the fusion of gametes. Seeds are classified into two types, that is albuminous seeds and ex-albuminous seeds. Albuminous seeds are called as endospermic seeds, ex-albuminous seeds are called as non-endospermic seeds. Albuminous seeds are those seeds in which sufficient endosperm is left after the completion of feeding by an embryo. Okay. The seeds belonging to cereals are endospermic. In case of endospermic seed, endosperm is present, therefore cotyledons are highly reduced. On the other hand, in case of non-endospermic or ex-albuminous seeds, entire embryo is consumed by the developing entire endosperm is consumed by the developing embryo and no endosperm is left. Such seeds are called as ex-albuminous or non-endospermic seeds. Pulses belongs to non-endospermic seeds. When the seed is non-endospermic, endosperm is reduced, but on the other hand, cotyledons are developed. In case of non-endospermic seed, as endosperm is reduced, cotyledons are developed. Okay. Now next, structure of the seed. Seed is post fertilization product. Seeds are formed after fertilization. One more time, seeds are formed after fertilization because they are formed due to fusion of gametes. Okay. Structure of maize seed, maize or jowar seed. Okay. Maize seed is called as a fruit. Maize seed, maize grain is nothing but fruit. Why is it called as fruit? We will discuss. So maize seed is a post fertilization product. Typical seed is characterized by presence of different parts. Maize seed is formed after fertilization. Certainly it is the post fertilization product. Okay. After fertilization, soft, fleshy, succulent ovules are converted into seed. Okay. This seed is characterized by presence of two important parts. This seed shows, maize seed shows presence of two important portions, that is endospermic region and embryonic region. So this region, one more time, this region, massive one, is called as endospermic region. This is endospermic region. In case of maize seed, sufficient endosperm is left after completion of feeding by an embryo. Hence this zone region is called as endospermic region, while this one is called as embryonic region. Embryonic region and endospermic region are differentiated from each other with the help of an epithelial layer. Okay, right. Embryonic region is characterized by presence of two. Embryonic region is characterized by presence of two important openings. One is called as plumule, another is called as radicle. Two prominent portions are present, that is one plumule and another is called as radicle. Plumule is protected by covering called as, plumule is protected by covering, this one is plumule, and plumule is protected by covering called as coleoptile. What is coleoptile? What is its function? The function of coleoptile is to protect the plumule. On the other hand, radicle is protected with the help of protective covering. This protective covering is called as coleorhiza. The function of coleorhiza is to protect radicle. The function of coleoptile is to protect plumule. What is plumule? Plumule is responsible for the emergence of shoot system. Plumule give rise to, at the time of germination of the seed, plumule give rise to the formation of shoot system, while radicle give rise to the formation of root system. In plant, root and shoot are formed from radicle and plumule. Therefore, these delicate organs are best protected in plant seed with the help of coleoptile and coleorhiza. The function of coleoptile is to protect, one more time, plumule. The function of coleorhiza is to protect radicle. In case of maize seed, shield shaped cotyledon is present. Shield shaped cotyledon is present, called as scutellum. Important. What is scutellum? Scutellum is shield shaped, shield ढाल, हा ढाली सारखा आहे म्हणून त्याला तुम्ही नाव काय देऊन टाकाल? shield shaped cotyledon present in maize is called as scutellum, and maize seed is endospermic, hence cotyledon is reduced. When the seeds are endospermic, cotyledon is reduced, hence such a reduced cotyledon is called as scutellum, and scutellum is the shield shaped cotyledon. Okay, right. Then embryo obtain its nourishment from the endospermic region. Okay, in case of maize, an important layer is present. This layer is called as alluron layer. Again important, what is alluron layer? Alluron layer is an important protective covering of the maize seed or maize fruit. This layer is known for the storage of proteins. Proteins formed during the synthesis of food are stored in an important covering called as alluron layer. Alluroplast. What are alluroplasts? Those plastids which are known for the deposition of proteins are called as alluroplast. Hence the function of alluron layer is to store the proteins. proteinaceous layer, or the function of aleurone layer is secretion storage of proteins. Okay, now next. In a maize, an outer seed coat, that is a testa. In the previous lecture, we discussed that outer seed coat is called as testa. Testa is formed after fertilization from the outer integument. After fertilization, outer integument is converted into outer seed coat. Outer seed coat is called as testa. In case of maize, an important character is observed, that is outer seed coat and outer fruit coat. Outer seed coat and outer fruit coat. Fruit covering or fruit coat is called as pericarp. In case of maize, both, that is outer seed coat and outer fruit coat, both are fused, and this fusion results in the formation of an outermost covering called as hull. What is HULL? Hull means outermost covering of maize, and this region is formed by the fusion of testa and pericarp. In case of maize seed, both, that is testa and pericarp, that is outer fruit coat, are fused to form hull. Hence maize seed is called as fruit. Why maize seed is called as, or maize grain is called as fruit? Because of presence of pericarp. In case of maize, both testa and pericarp are fused with each other to form an outer covering called as hull. Due to presence of pericarp, maize grain is called as fruit. Okay. The type of fruit present in maize is called as caryopsis. The fruit type present in maize is called as caryopsis. नीट मध्ये एखादा क्वेश्चन येण्याचा चान्स आहे. खूपदा क्वेश्चन आलेले आहेत पहा की कोणत्या काइंडचं फ्रूट कोणत्या प्लांट्समध्ये प्रेझेंट आहे. फॉर एक्झाम्पल ड्रूप, वेअर ड्रूप इज प्रेझेंट. ओके, व्हॉट इज कॅरिऑप्सिस, लोमेंटम, हेस्पेरिडियम, then your legume, etc. Cinchonus, Psoriasis, berries, Itario of berries are the different kinds of fruit, and the chance of any one question is more in case of your NEET exam. They may like to ask any one question on the type of fruit present in different kinds of plants. Okay, right. In the recent exam, they mainly focused on DRUPE, right? So I will tell you different kinds of fruits and the plant where such fruits are present. So this massive portion is left empty because this is occupied by endosperm, and endosperm is the nutritive tissue from which the developing embryo obtains its nourishment. Okay, all the structures, one more important, all the structures of the seed are enclosed in an outermost covering called as kernel. Okay, मी common बोलतो, all the structures of the seed are enclosed in the outermost portion called as KERNEL. So okay, one more time, in short, maize grain is called as a fruit. Okay, maize seed is endospermic. It is characterized by presence of two important regions, embryonic region, endospermic region. Endosperm is the food for developing embryo. Growing embryo obtains its nourishment from the endospermic region. Embryonic region shows presence of plumule, whose function is at the time of germination to give rise to shoot formation. Radicle, which give rise to the formation of root. Plumule is protected by means of coleoptile, while the radicle is covered by means of coleorhiza. Highly reduced cotyledon is present called as scutellum. Scutellum is the shield shaped cotyledon present in the maize. Maize grain is characterized by important presence of an important cover layer called as a aileron layer, whose function is deposition of proteins. Okay, and maize seed is a fruit because of presence of both outer seed coat testa and outer fruit coat pericarp. They are fused to form hull. Okay, right. Now next, how fruit is formed? Fruit is post fertilization product. Fruits are also formed after fertilization. So, fruit is post fertilization product. It is formed after fertilization. Fruits are classified into different types. First, how fruit is formed. So, ovary is converted into fruit. In the very first lecture, I told you that angiospermic plants are fruit bearing. Angiospermic plants are fruit bearing because they bears number one flower, or more correct, they possesses ovary. After fertilization, ovary is converted into fruit, ovules are converted into seed. Okay. So, after fertilization, ovary is converted into fruit. Typical gynoecium is characterized by stigma style ovary. In the flower, male anthers, androecium are present. Then four most common whorls: sepals, outermost sepals forms calyx, petals forms corolla, third whorl of the flower androecium, male gamete, male reproductive organ, and the innermost is called as gynoecium. Okay, and this is ovary. Okay. So, what happens to the ovary after fertilization? After fertilization, ovary suck the food from, absorbs the food from sepals. Ovary absorbs the food from sepals, from the petals, as well as from the androecium, because now the purpose of these floral whorls is now over. That is why whatever the food is present in the calyx, in the corolla, or in androecium is absorbed by the ovary, and ovary itself is converted into fruit. And ovary is converted into fruit. Okay. Typical fruit is characterized by presence of important covering called as pericarp. What is pericarp? Pericarp is simply called as a fruit coat, fruit wall. Okay. Pericarp of the fruit is further divided into three coverings. Okay. Outermost is called as epicarp. Carp means fruit. Outermost covering is called as coat of the fruit is called epicarp. Second one is called as mesocarp, and the innermost, in case of mango, the innermost is called as endocarp. Fruit is characterized by the presence of three protective coverings, that is epicarp, mesocarp and endocarp. Three together constitute to form pericarp. Okay, three together forms pericarp. For example, what we eat in mango, they may ask you one question: what we eat in mango, what we eat in banana, what is the edible portion of orange, etc. Okay. Epicarp is non-edible in case of mango. endocarp is non-edible. What we consume in mango, edible portion in case of mango is mesocarp. Edible portion is mesocarp. So what we eat in case of mango, in mango edible portion is nothing but a mesocarp. Okay, अशा प्रकारची लिस्ट पण आपण थोड्या वेळात करू. Then fruit is characterized by presence of two scars. Scar khuna. Fruit shows presence of two scar. Number one, scar of detachment. Scar of detachment. It is a scar by which the fruit is connected to the mother plant, and one more scar is present called as scar of fallen style. Through this scar, the style fall down. Ovary absorb the food from style, and the dry style falls from this region called as scar of fallen style. Okay, so the fruit present in mango is called as drupe. What is drupe? Drupe is the kind of fruit present in mango. Okay, drupe is also present in coconut. The type of fruit in coconut is drupe. The type of fruit in mango is drupe. The fruit in maize, jowar is called caryopsis. Okay, right. Then fruits are further classified into different types. That is true fruits, second false fruits, and number 3 parthenocarpic fruits. Parthenocarpic fruits. Okay, what are true fruits? Those fruits which are formed from ovary. They are formed from ovary. Those fruits which are formed from ovary are called as true fruits. The fruits which are formed from any other part of the flower without ovary are called as false fruits. False fruits are those which are formed from any other part of the flower without ovary. False fruits are also called as massive fruits. They are also called as multiple fruits. They are called as massive fruits or multiple fruits. Okay, right. In case of apple, false fruit is present. In case of apple, false fruit is present, and the fruit in apple is formed from thalamus. The fruit of apple is formed from thalamus, so popularly called as false fruit. And important, what are parthenocarpic fruits? Parthenocarpic fruits are those fruits which are formed without fertilization. Parthenocarpic fruits are those fruits which are formed, these fruits are formed without fertilization. Parthenogenesis. Okay, NEET 2019 ला आलेला क्वेश्चन. Parthenogenesis is the formation of an organism without fertilization, and parthenocarpic means related with fruit formation. Fruits are formed without fertilization, parthenocarpic fruits. What is parthenogenesis? Parthenogenesis is observed in honeybees. Okay, in case of honeybees, drones or male bees, drone or male bees In case of honeybee, 3 castes are present: male or drone, queen or worker, queen, and third category worker. 1 male drone, 2 queen female, and number 3 worker female. Workers are sterile female, queen is fertile female, and male is also fertile in case of honeybee, but the male is formed without involving fertilization, and this process is called as parthenogenesis. But when the fruit is formed without fertilization, called as parthenocarpic fruits. Parthenocarpic fruits are formed by the application of hormones. Parthenocarpy is induced by the application of hormones. Hormones like auxins, cytokinins, gibberellins are used to induce parthenocarpy. Parthenocarpic fruits are seedless. Parthenocarpic fruits are seedless. Okay, and such seedless fruits are firstly obtained in banana, then grapes, papaya. Parthenocarpic fruits, the example banana, grapes, papaya, etc. These fruits are seedless. Okay, there is one more, that is experiments are going on to remove the seeds from watermelon. Okay, so parthenocarpic fruits are sterile because they are seedless. Banana, grapes, papaya are examples of parthenocarpic fruits. Okay, one important question for NEET or CET: in which of the following parthenocarpy is not advisable? In which of the following fruit parthenocarpy is not advisable? Okay, for example, options: number 1, A, grapes. Okay, parthenocarpy is not advisable. खालीलपैकी कोणत्या फ्रूट मध्ये पार्थेनोकार्पी करणं योग्य नाही? नंबर 2, कोकोनट. सी ऑप्शन, पोमग्रेनेट. डी ऑप्शन, both B and C. In which of the following parthenocarpy is not advisable? खालीलपैकी कोणत्या कॅटेगरीमध्ये तुम्ही पार्थेनोकार्पिक फ्रूट्स तयार नाही करू शकत? ग्रेप्स, so parthenocarpy is possible. In grapes we successfully obtained parthenocarpic fruits. Seedless fruits are obtained in grapes by the use of different kinds of hormones. In coconut, parthenocarpy is not advisable. In case of coconut, parthenocarpy is not advisable because, now listen very carefully, because an outermost epicarp तुम्ही काढून टाकलं, then one more wooden layer, that is mesocarp, and in coconut the inner endocarp results in the formation of SEED. In case of coconut, innermost endocarp result in the formation of seed. ही झाली कोकोनटची सीड. Okay. If parthenocarpy is to be done in coconut, then epicarp is there, second mesocarp, and there will be no formation of this seed. Hence, if seed is not formed in coconut, in dry coconut, when endosperm is not left, then edible portion may remain absent. Liquid endosperm is present in coconut, it is edible. But if parthenocarp is to be done, असं नारळ बनल, असं बनल कोकोनटचं फ्रूट की ज्यामध्ये खोबरं किंवा सीडच नाहीये. म्हणून कोकोनटमध्ये पार्थिनोकार्पी ॲडवायजेबल नाही. One more time, in case of coconut, parthenocarp is not advisable because the edible portion is seed. And one more, in pomegranate also, parthenocarp is not advisable because the seeds are edible portion of pomegranate. डाळिंबामध्ये सुद्धा पार्थिनोकार्पी करणं योग्य नाही आहे, कारण आपण जे डाळिंब घेतोय त्यामधला इडिबल पोर्शनच कोणता झालेला आहे, सीड. सो सीड्स आर इडिबल and if parthenocarpic pomegranate are obtained, certainly they will become seedless. If parthenocarpic coconut is obtained, it may become or it will become seedless. That's why in such plants parthenocarpy is not advisable. At your home you can prepare the list of some fruits where parthenocarpy is not advisable. Okay, right. Then fruits are further classified into three different types. Number one, simple fruits. Number two, aggregate fruits. And number three, composite fruit. Fruits are classified into simple fruits, aggregate fruit and composite fruit. Okay. Simple fruits are those fruits which are formed from one flower having one ovary is equal to one fruit. When one flower having one ovary is converted into one fruit called as simple fruit. Simple fruits are further classified into dry and fleshy. Simple fruits are further classified into dry fruits and fleshy fruits. Fleshy fruits which do not dry. Okay, dry fruits are further classified into simple, dry, dehiscent. Simple, dry, dehiscent and simple, dry, indehiscent. Dry fruits are further classified into simple, dry, dehiscent and simple, dry, indehiscent. What are simple, dry, dehiscent fruits? Those fruits, dehiscent, break hold, those fruits which naturally breaks. Those fruits which naturally breaks are called as dehiscent fruits, and those which do not breaks naturally. Those which do not breaks naturally are called as simple, dry, indehiscent fruits. Simple, dry, dehiscent breaks naturally. Simple, dry, indehiscent do not breaks naturally. In case of, now listen, important. In case of simple, dry, dehiscent, okay, जे fruit नैसर्गिकरित्या फुटतात, झाडावर फ्रूट तयार झालं, ते ऑटोमॅटिक फ्रूट फुटल आणि त्याच्यातून खाली पहिल्यांदा सीड्स पडतील अँड देन फ्रूट खाली पडल. अशा फ्रूटला सिंपल ड्राय डेहिसंट म्हणायचं. वन मोर टाइम. इन केस ऑफ सिंपल ड्राय डेहिसंट फ्रूट्स, seeds are dispersed first. Seeds are dispersed first. ज्या फ्रूटमध्ये सीड्स पहिल्यांदा खाली पडते. In case of simple dry dehiscent fruit, seeds are dispersed first and fruit latter called as simple dry dehiscent. Simple dry dehiscent are those fruits where seeds are dispersed first because the fruit breaks naturally and the fruit falls later on. In case of simple dry indehiscent, the fruit do not breaks naturally. Fruit do not breaks naturally. Okay, and the dispersal of seed and fruit takes place at the same time. When the seeds are dispersed, at the same time fruit is dispersed. In case of simple dry indehiscent, the dispersal of seed and fruit takes place at the same time. For example, jowar is also fruit. Okay, jowar is single seeded fruit. Neat, important. In the recent years they asked the question. In case of jowar, single seeded fruit is present. Okay, maize fruit. In both the type of fruit I told you, caryopsis is the fruit present in both, that is maize and jowar. And in case of maize and jowar, simple dry indehiscent means such fruits do not breaks naturally. When the seeds falls, at the same time fruit fall, or fruits falls with seeds. Okay, right, called as simple dry indehiscent. Next, aggregate fruit. Example, custard apple, sitafal. In custard apple, aggregate fruit is present. Custard apple scientific name Annona squamosa. In custard apple, aggregate fruit is present. The type of fruit is called as Itario of berries. In custard apple, the type of fruit present is called as Itario of berries. Jowar, fruit type caryopsis. Maize, caryopsis. Mango, drupe. Coconut, drupe. Custard apple, Itario of berries. How this fruit is formed? Okay, this aggregate fruit is formed from one flower, similar fashion, one flower having many carpels. One flower having many carpels, and each carpel is having its own ovary. Aggregate fruit is formed from one flower having many carpels, and each carpel is having its own ovary. Okay, what happens to this fruit after, what happens to ovary in this case after fertilization? Okay, The fruit flower is characterized by presence of many carpels. Each carpel is having its own ovary. Okay. Right. One carpel is equal to one ovary. Each carpel is having its own ovary. So, okay. Right. So, in aggregate fruit, one flower is equal to many carpels and each flower is characterized by having its own ovary. Okay. After fertilization, each carpel forms fruitlet, one fruitlet. Each carpel forms one fruitlet. Okay. Characterized by dark colored seed and is covered with white sugary pulp. Such a structure is called as fruitlet. After fertilization, one carpel is converted into one fruitlet, which includes its own seed and covered by white outer edible sugary pulp. Many such fruitlets get arranged, many such fruitlets get aggregate with each other on the common axis called as a receptacle, and many fruitlets aggregate together and forms one fruit called as etario of berries. Etario of berries is observed in case of custard apple. Outer pulp is edible and this rind, thalamus, etc. are non-edible. Outermost covering is called as rind, pulp is edible, thalamus, etc. are non-edible. So, called as aggregate fruit. And one more, that is composite fruit. Composite fruits are massive fruits. Composite fruits are massive. What is, one more time, what is simple fruit? One flower, one ovary, one fruit. Aggregate fruit, one flower, many carpels, many ovaries, one fruit. And composite fruit is formed from any other part of the flower without ovary. For example, such fruits are formed from inflorescence. Whole inflorescence is converted into fruit, and these composite fruits are observed in example psoriasis. Psoriasis is a kind of composite fruit observed in pineapple, and one more, that is cinchonus. Cinchonus in case of fig. Okay, cinchonus, fig, psoriasis, pineapple, called as composite fruit. These fruits are formed from entire inflorescence. Okay, right. In case of pineapple, some fruits are formed from thalamus, false fruits. Some fruits are formed from perianth, etc. Okay, right. Now, edible portion of the fruit, one more time. What we eat in mango. असे क्वेश्चन्स आहेत सिंपल, वाटतात सिंपल, पण नीटसाठी इम्पॉर्टंट. ओके, केअरफुली सोडवत चला. व्हॉट वी ईट इन मँगो, बनाना, coconut, orange, pomegranate. Okay, the Oedipal portion of the mango, middle layer, that is mesocarp. The pulp is formed in mango by mesocarp. What we eat, so we eat in mango mesocarp, what we eat in banana, both mesocarp and endocarp. The edible portion in banana, both mesocarp and endocarp. What we eat in coconut, endocarp, that is seed or liquid endosperm. Liquid endosperm. You should be very alert while writing the answer in case of coconut. What we eat in coconut, outer epicarp, coir, नारळाच्या शेंड्या. Then middle one, mesocarp, hard body socket. So we eat innermost, that is endocarp. The edible portion in orange, nucellar hairs. The hairs which contains sugary pulp, nucellar hairs. Pomegranate, certainly seeds. Okay, so they may ask you similar kind of question. Be ready, be prepared for the same. Then, in the previous lecture, I told you that we will prepare one chart that is equivalent to, in angiosperm, floral organs, and they are equal to. Okay, right. Now next, stamen is equivalent to microsporophyll. Stamen is equivalent to microsporophyll. Important. Okay. Second, carpel is equivalent to megasporophyll. Number 3, pollen grain or microspore is equivalent to partially developed male gametophyte. Partially developed male gametophyte. Next, polar nuclei are equivalent to definitive nucleus or secondary nuclei is equal to definitive nucleus. Ovule is equivalent to megasporangium. Ovule is equivalent to megasporangium. Pollen sacs are equivalent to microsporangium. Pollen sacs are equivalent to microsporangium. Okay. So then at your home prepare similar kinds of parts and make sure that you are going to solve such questions accurately in a NEET exam. Okay. Then next, what is siphonogamy? Again important. What is siphonogamy? In both gymnosperms and angiosperms, male gametes are carried with the help of pollen tube called siphonogamy. Siphon means tube, gamous means marriage, tube marriage. In gymnosperms and angiosperms, both types of plants, male gametes are carried with the help of pollen tube. Similar kind of fertilization is called as siphonogamous fertilization. Okay, and then last, what is a polyembryony? Viability, dormancy, apomixis, pappus, etc. Polyembryony means in citrus and mango, polyembryony is observed. Formation of more than one embryo is called as polyembryony. Formation of more than one embryo is called polyembryony. Viability, retention of power of germination by seed. कधी पण सीड सुटेबल कंडिशन मध्ये जर्मिनेट होऊ शकते, अंकुर पावू शकते, रूट शूट तयार करू शकतं. त्या सीडला तुम्ही कोणत्या सीड म्हणाल? व्हायबल सीड. व्हायबिलिटी इज द रिटेन्शन ऑफ पॉवर ऑफ जर्मिनेशन बाय सीड. डॉर्मन्सी ऑलरेडी वी डिस्कस्ड, resting period of the seed. Dormancy, resting period of the seed, the period during which seeds are unable to germinate. Dormancy is caused due to unfavorable internal conditions of the seeds, but favorable conditions are outside. Environmental conditions are favorable, but internal conditions are unfavorable. Such seeds are called as dormancy. Then what is apomixis, or what are apomictic seeds? In family Astraceae. In family Astraceae, seeds are formed. Seeds are formed without sexual reproduction. Seeds are formed without sexual reproduction. A, without, mixis, union, without union of gametes. In the family, members of family Astraceae, seeds are formed without sexual reproduction. Those seeds which are formed without sexual reproduction are called as apomictic seeds. And what is pappus? Pappus is a hairy calyx modified for seed or fruit dispersal. Pappus is hairy calyx modified for seed or fruit dispersal. Okay. Now some homework. Identify the types of the fruit. What is Lomentum fruit? Where it is present? Fruit type and example. Lomentum. तुम्ही घरी शोधा. Example. Hesperidium. Cypsella. Akin. Capsule. Legume. ओके. एखादा नोन सांगितलेलं कॅरिऑप्सिस, drupe, etc. So these are the kinds of fruit. You have to just identify some examples. Okay. Friends, नीट सारख्या एक्झाममध्ये तुम्हाला मॅक्झिमम बायोमध्ये मार्क्स मिळवायचे असतील, रीड NCERT, these atypical points, practice how to differentiate and give some extra, 1 degree extra. What is 1 degree extra? 1 degree extra means water 99 degree Celsius ला तापतंय, पण ते उकळायला लागतं कधी 100 degree Celsius. See the difference, 99 degree Celsius plus 1 degree Celsius, that 1 degree is required. तुम्ही खूप अभ्यास कराल, खूप मेहनत कराल, पण ती 1 degree सुद्धा खूपच इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. ओके. Right, there is no shortcut in achieving success. You have to work properly, plan your work according to proper methodology, read NCERT books, then solve some MCQs, check the previous papers asked in a NEET, etc. Okay, but there is no pause, there is no shortcut. Show must go on. Better late than never. This is it, and it is perfect. So focus on the study. Okay, right. रिवाइज करा एकदा काय सांगितलंय, काय बोललंय. हा चॅप्टर आणि आत्तापर्यंतचं अकाउंट खूपच इम्पॉर्टंट. ओके, सो थँक्यू. ग्रेट डे. गुड डे.